How far can 50 euros get you in Helsinki? Hi, my name's Claire and I am in Helsinki today. I'm actually flying back home this evening, but I thought I'd just do a quick other video. I've already done my Helsinki vlog, but I just wanted to do this quick extra video just about the prices in Helsinki, because I know it is famously known as an expensive destination, but I have found a few like cheap hacks and things to do here. So I arrived here last night and I'm not factoring accommodation into this, and I'm also not factoring in the 20 euros that I spent on a sauna last night. It was very nice. Apparently that's around the going rate for saunas in Helsinki. But today I've managed to get out and about, and I think I'm going to spend under 50 euros for the whole day. So the first thing I did when I arrived was I bought a Helsinki one-day travel card, and this is valid for 24 hours and it cost me 9 euros. Then this morning I did grab a coffee and a cake from Joe and the Juice because I was running out of time and I had to get something quickly. That cost me 8 euros. Then after that I went straight on a Helsinki walking tour. This was a really good walking tour, but it was a tips based tour, so I just tipped my guide 10 euros at the end. And on this tour I saw quite a lot of Helsinki's free attractions, including the famous Helsinki Cathedral and also the Russian Orthodox Church. And you might be able to tell, now I'm on a boat. I'm just about to go to Suomenlinna, which is an island and a UNESCO site that's just off the coast of Helsinki. And the great thing about Suomenlinna, if you're visiting Helsinki on a budget, is that it's included in your day travel card. So I am visiting this island for completely free. There's no cost to get in there. I think there are some paid for activities once you're there, but actually to go to the island itself is completely free of charge. You just have to have a travel card or pay for the boat. I seem to be one of the only people who decided to do this boat journey outside. I may live to regret this as it's -7 degrees, but let's see what we can see along the way. So visiting this site is completely free. You can pay to go into some museums. I did just have a little look at the Suomenlinna Museum, but it is 8 euros to go in, and seeing as I have limited time here, I did decide to just look up the history on Wikipedia instead, which I don't normally do. I do normally choose to go to the museum, but I'm on a time budget and a money budget, so that was the best thing to do in this instance. But let's go and have a little look at the fort, which, as I say, is all free to do. Attraction-wise, pretty much everything I've found in Helsinki to do so far. The churches, the walking tour is tips based, and the UNESCO island Suomenlinna, you only pay for transport. So I've not really paid any entrance fees for anything yet, so that's a really good way to save some money in Helsinki. But what about food? Now, food is not cheap here, neither is alcohol. If you are really looking to keep costs down, I would recommend eating at supermarkets as much as possible, grabbing ingredients there and making your own food. They do like a picnic in Finland, although my guide earlier said that it's a Finnish picnic, which is a picnic with alcohol. But what I'm going to do now is just check out a little local cafe and just see how much a coffee and some form of sandwich or something will cost me. So that was 9 euros for a cappuccino with oat milk, and a small cappuccino with oat milk, I'll add. Oh, look at this. So pretty. Thank you. So this was €9. I will say that that cinnamon bun was probably the best one I've ever had. So, free attraction that's worth noting in Helsinki, especially if you're visiting in the freezing winter months, are libraries. So there's lots of libraries in the city. I just tried to go into the Helsinki, the National Library of Finland, but unfortunately it is closed on Saturdays, which I didn't realise. But if you're visiting and you want somewhere cosy to go, you can go in there, you can browse. I love going to these old libraries when I travel, and I saw a picture of it earlier and it looks really nice, so definitely one to recommend if you're looking for 3 things to do in Helsinki. So totaling everything up that I've spent today, I've spent €18 on coffee and bakery snacks and goods, which is served as my breakfast and lunch. I spent €10 on tipping the tour guide. Then I spent €9 on my 24-hour bus and train travel ticket. So that brings me to a total of €37. So I've got about €13 left, and actually I'm headed to the airport now and I'm gonna go into the lounge and get some free food there. I'll explain how I get lounge access in the description if you want to check that out. But last night I went to a place called Fat Ramen. I know it's not Finnish food, but I was really craving ramen, and actually the ramen I got there was exactly €13. So yes, you can do an entire day in Helsinki for €50 exactly. One thing that I will say is, well, A, this doesn't include accommodation. I stayed in a place called Avois Hotel and work. It was very nice. I really liked it. It was a little bit far out of the city, but I could get in with my transport card. It was about €70 for a night, which for the quality of accommodation wasn't too bad, but I will have a little more research to cheaper hotels in Helsinki and I'll put some recommended ones down below. The other thing I would say is, if you're in Helsinki just for a day, I really would recommend doing a sauna kind of experience. And like I say, I'm heading to get my train now. It's about 5 PM, but you could do one in the evening, which is what I did last night. But they're all looking at about minimum of €20. So while you definitely can do Helsinki in a budget on €50 or less in a day, I would add a sauna in there, and that is going to tip you over. So those are my thoughts. I hope this video has been helpful. It was a very quick off-the-cuff video that I just decided to record, but let me know if you have any comments or additions to budget travel in Helsinki. And yeah, do check out the description for more information about how I get free lounge passes, because that's a great travel hack. I need to go and get my train now. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!